we need to transition into bets on a budget. So we do it every season. It's the 5 best bets for your money on a budget, of course. Here we go.
So we pick 5 spreads from the week, and that's what we go with. I think spreads are the most interesting thing to play. I think there's the most statistics. Most people know more about them, so it's not like we're talking to the best bettors ever, because I would be lost.
Yeah.
And we're not talking, we're just picking winners like we just did. We're giving a little bit of strategy to it. I would go, and I would start with New England +9 at Cincinnati. I don't love New England's outlook. I actually really like Cincinnati's outlook. I have Joe Burrow winning comeback player of the year. I took Jamar Chase first round of fantasy. I think they're going to be a good football team and a potent offense, and I do think they win by a touchdown, but 9 is a lot of points.
It's a ton.
For a defensive head coach, they're not bereft of talent on defense. They have some talent on defense. You get Christian Gonzalez back to corner, and Jacoby Brissett is competent. Right? He
can do enough.
Competent
he can
quarterback.
do enough.
I think, and it's his first game in that system of the year, so they don't have a ton of film on him. The concern with a backup caliber quarterback is once I get 5-6 weeks of film on you, you're just not as effective. Week 1, not a ton of film. Yeah, you have last year, but you don't have anything from him in this system. I think it's going to be a somewhat close game. I feel like Cincinnati's going to be up about 10 to 12 points the entire game. Late cover for New England. I'll go like a 27-21, but it'll feel more like a 27-14 game for most of it.
I like that one a lot, and you said it best. Cincinnati tends to start slow. That's something we bet.
Yeah, what is Joe Burrow? I think he's 0-4 in openers, something like that, or 1-3. It hasn't been good. Minnesota -1 at the Giants. My only concern is the pass rush going to get to Sam Darnold? Because that's the strength of the football team. They have an identity. We're going to win in the trenches, at least on defense, and I would imagine try to run the ball and take pressure off Daniel Jones. So you'll know about 12 minutes into this football game, is this bet looking good?
Yeah.
Because if Minnesota's getting pushed around early, you know that it is probably not the right bet.
Flag.
You'll know very early. But I still think Minnesota's a better team. It's only a point. It's a pick'em game, so they just need to win at any method, really, unless you push on the one. But I think it's probably like a muddied up, kind of lower scoring, 20-17, 20-16 type of game.
I agree.
So you actually like Detroit in this game. I like the Rams. But regardless of who you're picking, you have to like the Rams getting the hook at 3.5.
Yes.
So the Rams plus 3.5 on the road, you get the hook. And the divisional game last year was, I believe, 27-24. Tight game. It was a 3-point game. I have no reason to think that won't be the case. In fact, I think the Rams have gotten better. And Detroit's kind of stayed the same outside of just general maturation. So there's reason to believe that this will be a close football game.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Lions here to win, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any measure.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm thinking like a 31-28, 31-30 type of game. Very close game.
Yeah, it's going to be decided by a point or two.
Yeah, no, the 3.5, like I said, the hook on our side with 2 good teams, I'll take it.
Yep.
Buffalo -6 versus Arizona. Buffalo starts fast, right? Just like Cincinnati starts slow. Think back to when the Rams were coming off the Super Bowl. Buffalo went in there and roundhoused
Blew them away.
Roundhoused them. It wasn't even close. Josh Allen was amazing. And I don't think Arizona's that good of a football team. I like Kyler Murray. I think they're going to be scrappy.
Very lackluster.
But I don't see them going into Buffalo and winning. That's a hostile environment.
By no chance.
Okay, New Orleans against the Carolina Panthers. New Orleans -4. I think that's the right side here. I do think what?
It just speaks to how bad the Panthers are.
Yeah.
You don't even really need that much reasoning.
Right. But 4, and then here's also a little insight. 4.5-ish is about the smallest number that you're going to get, where Vegas is clearly telling you, we think this is the better team, but we're just not going to hike the line up a ton, or we're not going to drop it down a ton, right? We don't want to give them a hook at 3.5. 4 is what we want, and we're telling you New Orleans is the best team. That's the lowest number you're going to get in betting from Vegas is 4. That's usually assigned to take the -4. I'll take New Orleans over Carolina.
I'm right there with you.
Okay, New England +9, Minnesota -1, the Rams +3.5, Buffalo -6, and New Orleans -4 for Week 1 in the NFL bets on a budget. 56% last year in terms of accuracy. I think 56.1 or something like that. Make sure that you follow along. Check out all the social medias. We'll have it all posted up there as well.